Hello, Internet, I'm me, and this is My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, Season 3, Episode 6. And yeah, I know, I'm not on par level, on schedule, yeah, because there's a new episode, Applejack Family Reunion, that's coming out in a few hours. Or a few hours of when I'm recording this. So, yeah, I'm sorry, it's been Christmas time, so I've been busy as hell. And I've even been working on a Christmas special that you'll be seeing soon, which is going to probably depress you. I can't make a good Christmas special. Anywho, this episode is Rainbow Dash Goes to the Wonderbolts Academy. I don't know if that's the official title, but it might as well be the entire title. What to say about this episode during the plot? Let's see. Rainbow Dash is actually now accepted into the Wonderbolts Academy. Took her freaking long enough. Because seriously, think about it. She's saved two Wonderbolts along with Rarity while creating a Sonic Rain Boom, which was thought to be impossible. Saved Spitfire personally. Helped Soren get a pie, and I don't know, helped fight a dragon. Oh, and saved Equestria a few times, but that's not important. Anywho, uh, so now she's in the Wonderbolts Academy. I'm like, dude, she qualified for the Wonderbolts long ago. Now you guys are just toying with her. But you know what? Whatever. She got accepted to the Wonderbolts Academy and goes off for a week of training, which is pretty quick for a training session with the Wonderbolts. I would have thought it would have been like, I don't know, a month, maybe two. But, whatever. And she goes off to, I don't know where. But she goes off to the Wonderbolts Academy. It's not said where. I thought it was in Cloudsdale, but it's not. It's on Rock, but it's on Cloud at the same time. I don't know. Anywho. And Pinkie Pie does a funny joke about a giant megaphone. Okay, no, it wasn't that funny, but it was quite silly. Not as bad silly, but I was like, ha, that's silly. That's yeah, yeah. Okay. Anywho, so Rainbow Dash goes off to the Wonderbolts Academy while Pinkie Pie is yelling for her to keep writing like letters, and even decides to start checking mail before any mail pony gets there. So, and it post, like postage mail, not mail as in gender, but you got it. Anywho, even gets there, so she's just being crazy. And honestly, that's the thing. Pinkie Pie is in full swing of crazy in this episode, but she's not that funny. And I'm not trying to be mean on Pinkie Pie or anything, no. I'm just like, this is a very odd thing. Like, she's doing some really crazy stuff and being silly as all get out, but it's not funny. It's like seeing the comedy routine where, yeah, it's slapstick and it's silly, but for some reason it's just not funny. It's just slapstick and silly. It's not bad, and you should be laughing at the jokes, but you're just not. It's just like it's not that funny. It's kind of funny. But anyway, so Rainbow Dash goes off to Wonderbolts Academy, which is, of course, like pretty much a military base, which I'm guessing that's the Wonderbolts. Which you can make a theory they're supposed to be like the Blue Angels, who are the best fighter jet pilots out there, who are part of the Air Force, kinda, but aren't, but are, and whatever. I'm not sure, just a theory. Throwing it out there. Anybody can throw theories out there. Oh, trust me, I know. But yeah, that's just my little thing. And she's being trained alongside all the other Pegasi that you saw in that one episode where they all tried to make a giant hurricane tornado thing. So, as Rainbow Dash is going through the Wonderbolts Academy, she meets up with another Pegasi who is as fast and as ambitious, if not more, than Rainbow Dash, named Lightning Dust. Which I don't think Lightning has dust, but it is a cool name. Who is pretty much a little more outgoing and ambitious than Rainbow Dash, telling them to just, crank up the heat because I'm gonna enter the kitchen. But, she's trying to show that she's, like, at first you're like, yeah, like, I can see what it is. She has a lot of talent, she has a lot of skill, and she wants to show what she has. She wants to differentiate herself from the pack to show that she is an actual outstanding flyer. Therefore, probably going up in the ranks and becoming an actual Wonderbolt. And I thought that was pretty much what was going to be of this character. I thought it was going to actually be a rivalry / friendship between Rainbow Dash and Lightning Dust. Like, Lightning Dust could move quicker and was a lot more ambitious, so she'd go for the more daring stunts. And so I thought, oh, Rainbow Dash has met her match, and she's kind of friends with her, but is secretly inside she's an enemy, and she would probably start feeling guilty about that. And then, no, that doesn't happen. I thought that's what was going to happen, but it doesn't happen. Turns out Lightning just becomes more and more ambitious throughout the episode to a point where she becomes completely reckless in her endeavors and stunts, harming Rainbow Dash when she actually tries to keep up with Lightning Dust, sorry, not Dash, and hurts her own wing. And of course, when Lightning Dust starts going through this obstacle course with Rainbow Dash, and knocks the other Pegasi out of the course because they're going too slow. What a douche. But then again, that's what happens every time I go on the road. North Carolina sucks in roads. Anywho, so, at the end of it all, Rainbow Dash finally goes up to Spitfire and goes, dude, I know that you made Lightning Dust the head of, like, our partnership, like, I'm her wing pony, but you know what? If you guys see that in leaders, that they're reckless and that they go far beyond ambitious, I don't want to be part of the Wonderbolts, because she hurt a lot of the ponies, my own wing, and almost got my friends killed, because Pinkie Pie got really impatient, grabbed the hot air balloon, of which no one knows the ownership. Is it Twilight's or is it Pinkie Pie's? I need to know, because that blimp, I'm pretty sure it's Twilight's. I mean, it's purple. But I've seen Pinkie Pie have it. It's Twilight, it's Purple's. It's purple, so it's Twilight's. But, of course, Pinkie Pie got impatient on waiting for Rainbow Dash to give her a letter, so they took the blimp and decided to go up there, and then Lightning Dust and Rainbow Dash create a tornado that gets out of control and almost kills everyone. Even though Fluttershy can fly, I don't know why she didn't. I don't know. But, they even kind of make a little joke of that. Like, one of the ponies saves Fluttershy, and Fluttershy just kind of, I can fly, sorry. But yeah, since Lightning Dash is doing all this, and because, though it was efficient for what they were trying to do, Lightning Dash is just way too loose cannon for this crap, and is actually getting people in danger. And so, Rainbow Dash stands up to Spitfire and goes, if this is what you want me, then I quit. And then Spitfire's like, you stood up to me. You spoke your mind. That's what we want in these Wonderbolts. You pass. Duh. If you've ever seen an 80s movie, or hell, even a 90s movie, where like that one character stands up to their authoritative character or antagonist or authoritative member, and then they go, you stood up to me. You showed real guts. We can use that in this team. You're hired. I mean, like, duh. That was so obvious it wasn't even funny. But, yeah, and that's the end of the episode. Oh, and Lightning Dust gets kicked out. That's the end of the episode. Honestly, this episode has a few actual jokes, and I'm not saying it's not funny, no. I'm literally saying there are about 4 or 5 jokes in this entire episode. Like, the rest of it is played completely straight, except for some sight gags, which aren't really that funny. There's the Pinkie Pie with the megaphone. Pinkie Pie sitting next to the mailbox for ever. There's the Fluttershy who gets saved, but she can fly, so she's like, and like the other guy's like, you could fly, but and then there's making fun of I think his name's I think the fan name for him is Roid Rage because he's big. Um, I don't know Roid Rage because he's so big, but like his wings are tiny, so it's like he has tiny wings. How the hell did he even get up here? And I'm just like, those four jokes are the what are prominent. What keep in your mind from this episode. Other than that, I don't remember any other jokes because there are so little few jokes in this episode that some of them that are trying to be subtle go just by. Like they just go by. You don't notice them. Some of the jokes and like those four jokes aren't all that funny. They're kind of chuckle worthy, but they're not laugh out loud funny. So it's like you have a pretty humorless episode. And I mean, these are four really spread out jokes over a 30-minute episode, or 22-minute with commercials, but whatever. So, it's not really that funny of an episode. The drama is, again, predictable and kind of played out, though I wish they went more of the rival route, which would have been kind of cool. But, and again, it was a predictable end, and I was like, oh, of course. Of course. And it's like, yeah, Spitfire put her in the secondary position so to see what Rainbow Dash was truly made of. And I'm like, yeah, of course she did. Sorry if I'm jaded. And I've watched a lot of shows and movies, so I'm like, yeah, seen this before. Right off the bat, I just realized, oh, this is what it's going to do. But still, Lightning Dust is a rounded antagonist, not a villain, but an antagonist who's rounded out, has a superiority complex, though nobody else has that same superiority complex, just her. She's like Gilda, except for a Pegasus. Instead of a Griffin, she's a Pegasus. So it's just like, oh, well, alrighty then. And other than that, yeah, nah, this episode was okay. Wasn't that great. Wasn't anything to hoop and holler about. And people who kept telling me because it leaked that this episode was awesome because Rainbow Dash goes to the Wonderbolts Academy. Honestly, for Rainbow Dash finally getting into the Wonderbolts Academy, I gotta say, I was expecting a bit more than just a standard plot. I did expect some plot twist or something really deep in character development, but not really. Nothing really happened that were deep or foreboding or just actually something groundbreaking in the series. So, honestly, this episode was just average. So, until next time, in a few hours probably, peace.